Episode 1, the April 15th panic nobody warned you about. Topic, tax deadline. Campaign, hashtag TaxTalkGenZ. Okay, I want you to picture this. It's April 14th and you're scrolling on your phone, minding your business, and suddenly you see a post that says, taxes are due tomorrow.
And your heart drops.
You're thinking, wait, that applies to me?
And that panic, that's what we're trying to prevent.
Because the craziest part is, nobody really sits us down and explains this before we start working.
We get our job, we got our first paycheck, and we're excited.
But nobody says, hey, by the way, you know you have federal responsibilities? Hi, I'm Kayla.
I'm Kaden.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is
Hashtag
TaxTalkGenZ, where we break down the financial stuff we should have learned before adulthood.
And today, we're starting with one of the biggest sources of stress every year.
The tax deadline.
So federally, taxes are usually due April 15th.
That deadline is when you're expected to file your tax return.
Which is basically reporting how much money you made the previous year.
And calculating whether you owe money or whether you're getting a refund.
And that's something a lot of people misunderstand.
They think the deadline is only about paying.
But even if you don't owe, you still may need to file.
Let's talk consequences, because this is where things get serious.
If you owe money and you don't file or pay on time, penalties can apply.
And there are usually two types, failure to file and failure to pay.
And then there's interest, which keeps building.
So ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. It actually makes it worse.
But here's something important. If you're owed a refund, the situation is different.
You generally won't get penalized the same way.
But you still don't want to build bad habits.
Because financial organization is something that compounds over time, just like interest.
Now, let's clear up something people hear all the time, extensions.
You can file for an extension if you need more time.
But that extends the paperwork deadline.
Not the payment deadline.
So if you estimate that you owe money, you're still expected to pay by April 15th.
And if you don't, penalties and interest may still apply.
So an extension is helpful, but it's not I'll deal with this later pass.
A lot of students assume taxes are future adult problems.
But if you had a part-time job, summer job, internship,
Or consistent side hustle income.
This applies to you right now.
and here's something deeper. Understanding deadlines builds financial confidence.
And confidence reduces anxiety.
When you know what's coming, it's less scary.
Think about how many adults panic every April.
And imagine if they had learned this at 16 instead of 26.
That's the goal of hashtag TaxTalkGenZ.
Normalize knowing this early.
Normalize not being financially confused.
So here's your action step.
Put April 15th in your phone.
Even if you don't need it yet.
Because one day you will.
Thank you for listening to
Hashtag TaxTalkGenZ.
where we make taxes make sense. Next episode, you can call us and we'll answer questions live.